you're a teenager, you go through your shenanigans and you go through those teenage phases where it's like, oh man, why did I do that when I was a teenager and things like that. You're still going through those trials and tribulations and all those things that you're going through that's gonna possibly bring you to the person that you are today if God willing you're able to live beyond certain decades, your 20s, your 30s, if you're blessed enough to make it to your 40s and 50s. I feel like every decade is a learning decade for everyone, but it's up to them to keep on moving forward, and it's up to them to keep on wanting to pursue their goals and to keep climbing up the ladder to success, because they just got to keep on climbing that ladder. If they don't climb that ladder and they just want to be in the same spot, then there's other people that's just going to flow on past. That's like, you know what? As much as I would love to, be on this ladder with you, we're going on different paths. I'm on a different ladder than what the person that I was hanging out with years ago is on, I'm on a different ladder. That person's on a different ladder. That person might just be on the same spot, really not going up or down, but just being comfortable where that person is. I feel like as you continue to grow in life, you just want to keep on climbing that ladder. No matter how fast or how slow it is, it's always the ladder to keep on climbing, because that's the ladder that's successful and that's going to keep on giving you success. Yeah, appreciate you, man. I'm definitely trying, I always tell people I'm a work in progress, because no matter what happens in my life, I'll just keep on doing the best that I can. My daily life is good. My daily life, it's good. It's more balanced. It's like a good routine, that I'm doing right now. Yeah, man. That's what you got to be. Just keep on thinking of yourself. Life is gonna throw you challenges. It's gonna test you. A lot of times, you can have your good days and you can also have your bad days. So just remember, those days that are bad, just try to find like little um, key moments, right? Those are the moments worth living for. No matter how bad your day was, throughout your whole day, everything could have been bad. Everything was terrible. Everything was just not going the way that you wanted. And you just like, you know what? This day has been terrible, but there was something throughout this whole day, even though this day was bad, that there was little moments, a little moment that made me smile, that made me say, oh, this is a moment that I'm just going to keep in my possession, because this is a moment that is going to get me through these bad days that I'm having. A small moment can be a big moment in a terrible day. So, yeah, man, you got to, The world that we're living in right now, can't help but to smile, Smile for the things that you have. Smile for the good things. Smile for the opportunities that you're given. And, just smile because you're, living the best way that you know how. you know? Yeah. And it's one of those things, the good moment that made you smile. And now you're like, well, I'm going to keep on having this moment that made me smile. And I'm going to keep this because this is what made me happy today. All this bad things that was happening and being able to think of something that made me smile, I'm going to keep that in the back of my mind. And I'm just going to keep that for the days to come. So no matter how many bad days I have, I can always go back to that moment that made me smile and remember that how that made me feel. And whatever bad day that I'm having, I can go back to that day where I can, remember in my mind that moment that made me smile. And I'm like, yeah, okay. So no matter how the bad days are going, you see me with a smile on my face. And that was the moment to remember, and that's the reason why. So yeah. So even today, being able to help people that are in need or help people, go through the rough days that they're having, just changing one person's life, no matter where it is or how it's able to be done. That's the moment and something that just makes everything worthwhile, and it's worth it. So, but yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yep, nobody can take away your happiness. That happiness is yours. And yeah, friends, close friends, your inner circle, you know, your family, everyone that you have been, that has been riding with you through the beginning, your support system. That's all you can ask for. It's all you can ask for in the time of need. And that's all you can ask for as far as people still being in your corner, rooting for you, whatever you're going through. They're just being able to root for you and they got your back, and whatever you're going through, they're right there with you. So having a circle of family, friends, and things like that just makes a whole lot of difference, in this world. So I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful and I'm very appreciative of it. So it's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing to have that in the back of your mind. And just being able to have that wonderful family support system. It's just a beautiful thing. I'm just very blessed and very fortunate that I'm able to have that. It definitely did. It definitely did. Situation that I am in right now, I see the world differently from two different ways. One being quadriplegic, and one where I was up and walking and, living the life. I was living it on both sides. That's why I always say, right now, I have a book out that I'm working on right now. Still trying to get it published and things like that. But it's called Trapped in Another World. Because it's different from the world that I'm originally used to. And I'm now in a world where it's different, and not only am I trapped in my own body, but I'm seeing the world in a different way than I probably would have never saw it if I never was able to experience what I'm going through right now. And I see it from a normal person standpoint, and I see it from a person who has a disability or has been like handicapped and needs more like dependent on other people and things like that. So it's two worlds that I'm living in, and both of them I'm thankful for being able to um, see both sides, because there's a possibility that I wouldn't be here to discover both worlds. So, and I just keep on pushing through, and I just know that every time I see someone walk in or see somebody that's using their wheelchair, I look right by them and can say, you know what? I can have an idea of what that person is going through right now. I have an idea of what that person is going through, because there's a good chance that I'm going through what that person's going through, because I can see it, So if I see someone in a wheelchair now, I see, you know what? I definitely have an idea of what that person is feeling or what that person is going through. So, but yeah, wow, that's amazing. Being a student for film, that's awesome. That is amazing. That's awesome. That's awesome. And what's good is that you're having fun doing it. You're having fun doing what you love. And everything that you're doing, you do it to like where you love it so much where it doesn't even feel like work. You're doing what you love, and you're able to get paid for it without it feeling like a job or things like that. I feel like that's the best thing. Something that you're passionate about, and something that you just have the opportunity to be able to, find a way to do the things that you love is just another wonderful thing. That's also a living in the moment. It's also another living in the moment, because you're able to do that. No. If anything, being famous from doing what you do, it'll probably be like, another stepping stone in a direction that's like, you know, people uh, guiding you in a direction that you don't want to go. If you want to fulfill your dreams and fulfill your, you know, everything that you could ever desire in life, sometimes you gotta do things that is basically up to you instead of people, bringing you down a path to where they're telling you what you need to do, and you don't need that. You don't need that. So